Mo, first off, I know how much work you put in, or have some idea of how much work you put in to make your return. To have the ability to step out there on the floor tonight, how rewarding was it, and what kind of emotions went through you?
I honestly tried to stay away from the emotional part, the best that I can. Just another day, and then you have a game today. Obviously, it means a lot to me. I'm kind of relieved now. Got it over with. Um, yeah, I'm excited that we got it over with, and now we can just like act like it never happened.
It did happen though. But Franz, just for you watching your brother out there, just what was that like for you?
Yeah, I mean, it was awesome to see him back out there. I'm kind of in the same boat with Mo. I'm relieved that everything went well and that he had a good game, and I think the whole family was nervous going into the day. So, no, super. Yeah, I mean, obviously, in the process, you just want to be supportive and kind of read where Mo's mind is at, and act accordingly and just help him out. So, so really happy that today went well.
Sequence in the third quarter, Bane gets the steal at half court, finds Mo for the finish up ahead, and then you two trap him at half court for another steal, hyping up the crowd. What did that feel like to just energize the crowd and get streaming again and get everybody going? And then Franz, just what was the team reaction from the bench in that moment?
Yeah, it felt a little corny, I'm not gonna lie, but that's part of it. I think going out of that timeout, I was like, okay, this is like one of these moments in the game where we may need an energy moment. We're kind of in the mud a little bit. So that was a great opportunity. I'm glad Des trapped him with me, and we figured out a way to make that a successful play. Yeah, and then, yeah, I mean, it's obviously awesome, when you work so hard behind the scenes and you get to see the fans, you get to see the game live, but you're really not participating. To be able to engage after such a long time is really cool, and it's very fulfilling.
I have a two-part question here. First for Franz, how's your ankle doing, and how much more work do you have to do before you could try to get on the court on Thursday? And then could you just describe, we've been talking for a few months now about this Berlin trip coming up. Now that you're just days away from it, what are the emotions, what are the feelings that you guys are going to have going up to Berlin?
Yeah, I mean, I feel good. I've been working really hard the last couple of weeks to get back as soon as I can, and hopefully that'll be in Berlin. But regardless of if I play or not, it's going to be just a true full circle moment, I think, for Mo and I. Growing up, going as little kids to that gym to watch the pros play, and now bringing an NBA game there is pretty special for us. So, yeah, we're just going to try and enjoy every second of it, take it all in, and just appreciate the opportunity.
Mo, what are you hoping the team gets out of this trip to Berlin and eventually London, but Berlin especially for you guys?
I mean, yeah, obviously we want to win the games. I think that's the primary goal. I think it's pretty cool to be able to do these Europe games or wherever we go. I think the fact that the NBA gives us the opportunity to see the world is pretty special for the whole locker room. I think everybody's bringing their families and all that stuff. That makes it very cool for everybody, a very cool experience. For us, obviously, very unique to go home, be able to play in the gym that we grew up in. Very meaningful and probably something that we're excited to show our guys as well. So yeah, it's going to be a fun week.
To be able to go home and, as you just said, but put on the Magic jersey and share that experience with fans, what will that mean to you?
Yeah, I think everything. I think we both vividly remember, growing up in Germany and remember how far the NBA can feel away, and obviously with social media, I think that changed a little bit, but I think it's gonna do wonders for German basketball, and not just young people watching that game. I think it's gonna give them hopefully a big boost, and make it seem possible and real to them. And I think once that shift kind of happens in your mind as a young person, I think a lot of other doors open. So like I said, I think we're really appreciative of the opportunity to bring that home, and like I said, hopefully open some cool doors like that.
Mo, throughout this time, you've heard the guys kind of say, like, we're so excited to get you back. How instrumental were they to your process of recovery, whether it be mentally or even physically, maybe working out with you and just helping you kind of get through everything to get to this point?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. Not only the teammates, also the organization, but especially teammates. Like, I think one of the biggest struggles with a process like this is that you kind of like lose track of your confidence a little bit, and that you don't have that positive, that positive satisfaction after every game, after workouts, because you're working on bending your knee. And having guys in the locker room that care about you, that include you, that trust you, they ask questions, they genuinely care. Even in this industry, relatively compared to other programs and organizations, I felt very welcomed and helped, and that obviously means a great deal for one, because it makes it a lot easier. You want to feel comfortable where you work at, and obviously I'm most excited when the season started. Like, okay, I'm enough talking now. Like, after a couple of games, you want to play. You want to be out there with the guys, and they want to be out there with you. And we've talked about it enough. Let's just do it now. And so I was happy that we finally could do that today.
Franz, about the trip, I understand, the NBA has things for you guys to do. You're leaving here soon. The game's on Thursday. The request for your time, most times, been pretty extensive. How will you guys balance going home, having fun, seeing people, and focus on business at hand?
Yeah, I mean, like Mo said, I think the first priority is, play 2 good games out there, and then I think Mo and I, obviously balancing, being available to, the community in Berlin. Obviously, this is not something that happens, all the time. So making sure we make the most out of that, and then also make sure we get some times with loved ones, and just time to rest as well to prepare good for the game.
Anything else? Go ahead, Ted.
I just wondering, for both you guys, have you guys actually played in this building that you're going to be in, and then what about the London one?
Yeah, we played them both, I think, with the national team.
I mean, yeah, we grew up in the Uber Arena. That was our home, and played there together with the national team, and then, like Franz just said, played the USA in London as well.
Close one.
That was a tough one.
Should have won that one.
It's okay.
All right.
Thank you guys.
Cool, thank you.